Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm going to make traditional brioche with you today. Brioche is a French bread that's made with a lot of eggs and butter. It's very light and super delicious. First, we're going to add warmed milk, sugar, yeast, and half a cup of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to mix that. Just for a minute until it comes together. You're going to stop mixing. You're going to add the remaining flour and the salt. And you're going to wait for that to rise for about 5 to 10 minutes or until the top of the flour cracks. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and we've got cracks formed, so I'm going to start adding the eggs to the flour mixture. I'm going to add them one at a time, just so that everything gets mixed evenly. And once the dough starts to pull together like it's doing, you want to start adding the butter one piece at a time, or several pieces at a time. And the butter is room temperature, so it's quite soft, and it's been cut up into roughly tablespoon-sized pieces. Now that all the butter is added in, we're going to mix for about 10 minutes until the dough starts making kind of a slapping sound against the side of the bowl. Okay, that's that slapping sound we're talking about. So this is ready to go away for the night, to rise. So another thing that you want to note is that it's very stringy. So spray a bowl or a container, whatever you're going to use. Get your dough in there. So it's going to get covered up and go into refrigeration for the night to rise and to firm up. Okay, it's been overnight and the dough is now risen and cold, which is important. It's very sticky and hard to work with when it's warm. So what we're going to do is roll it out into roughly an 8 by 10, 11 by 14 size. And then we're going to roll it up and put it into our pan. So again, you want to, because it's sticky, you want to liberally flour it. And it doesn't have to be a perfect square, just roughly even. So what you're going to do is just kind of like a jelly roll, pinch it up and then just kind of roll it up on itself, keeping it firm. And once you get to the end, you're going to flip it over and just pinch the seam closed. And just roll that on itself. Next, you're going to take your pan and you're going to spray that. And you're going to put the seam side down in the pan, because when it rises, if the seam side is on the side or the top, it'll just split wide open. So just like that, and now you're going to rise this for about 90 minutes until it's doubled in size. Okay, it's been roughly 90 minutes and the brioche has risen dramatically. So this would be a good time to turn your oven on to 350 degrees just to get that ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to egg wash with a mixture of 1 whole egg, 1 egg yolk, and a decent pinch of salt. And you just want to apply it gently. You don't want to deflate the dough when you're egg washing it. So just gently across the whole top. Okay, so that's all egg washed, and this is going to go into the oven for about 45 minutes. I would recommend taking its temperature. It should read about 205 degrees. Okay, this is the finished product. This is the baked brioche. At this point, it's ready to eat. It's great for sandwiches, grilled cheese sandwiches. It's great for bread pudding, for French toast, or one of my favorites, Bostock, which is a traditional French pastry that's made with almond frangipane and toasted almonds.